So what is FP&A and why is it so important? Well, I had sent out a survey to people in my network and I inquired of them what are the top FP&A related issues that you are facing in your business? And this is what they said. One of the biggest complaints that I hear from financial and non-financial people alike is that they're spending so much effort on time-consuming processes and activities that don't really allow for time to be spent on what really matters. So in other words, they're spending lots of time on meetings and on discussions and on mechanics of updating and rolling forward models for new data that they're not able to spend as much time on analysis and insights and providing greater value to their business partners. Which leads us to number 2. Because FP&A is focused on these time-consuming processes and activities, as well as the granular nature of their mechanical work, there isn't the ability to react quickly because of the lack of driver-based and cohesive planning. Another complaint that I hear and that I see firsthand in companies is as they grow in size and reach and complexity, they start to install new software platforms. They start to hire new people and they start to integrate new processes. And all of this introduces disconnected data and version control issues. And when you have this disconnection and version control problem, you obviously have inefficiency and a lack of a single source of truth. There's an abundance of amazing tools in FP&A, business intelligence, and data analytics. However, not a single tool can provide all solutions to all of the challenges that a company faces. Organizations are constantly evolving and changing direction, which means that these platforms need to be able to change with them. And so number 4 highlights that there are either ineffective tools or lack of access to tools and processes, which leads to poor accuracy in the planning and analysis functions. Number 5, in contrast to traditional corporate finance and accounting functions, FP&A should not be focused exclusively as a back office financial support function. Instead, what we should expect from FP&A today and in the future is a holistic financial partnership view and approach to be able to support financial and non-financial partners across the whole business. Number 6, FP&A should be very involved in forecasting and projections, but in any organization, forecasting and projecting should incorporate the input and insight of departmental leaders. If there isn't a strong culture and a system of embedded accountability, you're likely going to see poor measurability, forecast performance, and forecast accuracy. As such, we see that as being one of the biggest FP&A issues. Number 7 really builds on everything that we've talked about thus far, from time-consuming processes to lack of driver-based planning to disconnected data and version control issues, as well as ineffective tools and processes. When those issues are not addressed, you have a company that is not positioned for what can happen in the future. So number 7 highlights that a lack of effective scenario planning plagues the ability to act more quickly, which is inherent of an effective FP&A function. And then finally, number 8. It should be assumed that finance and accounting professionals possess the foundational acumen in technical skills. However, across most organizations and companies of all sizes, we're increasingly seeing a need and desire for professionals possessing financial, analytical, strategic, critical thinking, and organizational skills. So these are just 8 of the top FP&A issues that many companies are facing. And it's not like any of these can be addressed with simple solutions. They take time, effort, people, process, and technology to help resolve. And if I had to speculate, I would guess that you would probably resonate with many of these points as well.